Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a CS63. Definitely not my favorite tank in the world of tanks, but it happens to be that this mother trucker has the highest expectation values for Mark of Excellence on the tier 10 medium tanks, and it is a strong tank, but it's not my vehicle, to say that the least. As you can see, in order to get the third Mark of Excellence, you need 4.7, and the second place would be Centurion Action Shit with a 4.4 thousand. So yeah, quite a bit ahead if you would ask me. And what it is so good about this vehicle, what people loves about this tank, it is the speed, right? You can get into position relatively quickly. You have also quite a nice DPM. You definitely cannot complain about that. But what I personally do not like about the tank, and oh boys, I really want to say that, I truly dislike the gun handling of this vehicle, okay? The gun handling is like a knife under the chin for me, and for me gun handling is kind of killing this vehicle. Although it depends on the situation. In some games this tank is treating you very well and you are hitting your shots, and in other games it is not so good and it is not so enjoyable. So once again, a lot of things are depending on the luck what this game is giving to you. Now, where the armor goes of this tank, I cannot say that armor is literally unusable of this vehicle. I do not really think it is the case, because you can bounce shot or two, although not all the time, right? And in this situation, we are just slaughtering this Centurion Action 10 and we are sending him back to the garage like there is no tomorrow. Obviously, one more thing to highlight and one more thing to say. Gold ammunition is significantly better than the standards of this tank, okay? So obviously, if you have a choice between shooting gold and shooting standards, I would say, you know, shooting gold is the way to go, and while shooting gold you are you simply have more chances to punish enemies, right? I believe it is not a big surprise or anything. Anyways, what is our mission? Our mission is to make this mother trucker work today. I will try hard a bit, and I will try to get 5,000 to 6,000 average. We'll see how the things will look like, right? I don't think this tank is unplayable, although I think it is quite a hard tank to make it work, you know? This is like literally the most important thing what I want to highlight. Do I think it is a good tank for beginner? Absolutely not. I do not really think it is a great tank for beginner, honestly speaking. I just don't think it is. Anyways, what do we have? We have a cliff, we have a standard battle, we have an early start to the game. This is very nice. 1.9 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. That is not bad by any shape or any form. And now we are going to try to make some kind of crossfire for the enemies who are trying to play here, right? Obviously this vehicle has two modes, or two driving modes, I suppose to say. The speedy one, whenever you cannot hit absolutely anything, and then, you know, the situation is very dreadful and pretty horrible, if you would ask me. And obviously you have the shooting mode, which we are currently using. And by the way, what I do not like that they might make a hardcore pressure on us. Ooh, I really do not like this. Okay, I believe it is about the time to escape from here, because they simply have enough HP to slap the living crap out of us, and this is not what I am looking for. I want to be somewhere nearby. I want to definitely punish them, but I do not want to get slaughtered, and our M60 is going to die. He simply has too many hit points. I cannot do, unfortunately, absolutely anything in this situation. Ooh, very hard tank. And in the same time, you know, on the turret, you're supposed to have 260 armor, right? But unfortunately, you do not have it. I can guarantee you that, you know? Everyone is penetrating you in the face. And also, as a sniper schnitzel, this tank is not good sniper. So you do not want to snipe from the back. You want to be somewhere more aggressive, you know? You want to get definitely significantly more involved, and it is just a hard tank to play properly. At least this is how am I looking into all of this. Obviously, it doesn't change the fact that we will try to do our best, we will try to focus, we will try to aim, and we will slap the living crap out of the enemies. I think that's what we want to do in this situation, right? So far, so good. We definitely cannot complain about this, can we? Let's try to finish this 140. Actually, you know what? Gun treats us very, very nicely in this kind of situation. I definitely cannot say that the gun handling is unplayable or something, although usually it is. But you know what? Whenever gun treats us well, I do not have any questions asked. I will say thank you very much, kind sir. I appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing and keep up the good work. That's what I am going to say for a gun. Okay. So what do we have? We have quite safe defense parameter over there, I would say. We are kind of chilling in the back, if I can say so, and we are just simply waiting until enemies are going to make one or another mistake. That's what we are waiting for, right? There is no need for us to get super involved and just to get slaughtered by the enemies. Obviously, you know what? I changed my mind. Listen, if you would pay attention over there, you would notice there is almighty Jack Pizda sitting around the corner. What I would love to see, I would love to see this guy shooting. If almighty Jack Pizda will shoot, right, I believe that we can simply slaughter him without bigger problems whatsoever. But for that, I want to see this guy shooting, okay? Ooh, actually, do I want to be so brave? Do I want to be so brave? This is the question. Oh, triple enemies over there. Triple enemies over there. Not bad, not bad, not bad. In fact, I am mentally prepared to run away just if someone would go down, and as you can see, almighty Jack Pizda is pushing down a bit, but that is okay. It is completely fine. Once again, I am ready to escape if we need to. This is not a bad game, fellas. We are playing for 4,200 damage already, but there is quite a bit of damage to farm. At least this is how I look into all of this. I do not really think he is going to react properly here. Beautiful shot, that's okay. Obviously, he's going to go for us like there is no tomorrow, but truth to be told, I do not really care about this. I am just trying to farm him until I can, and he is dead. Excellent. The DPM is doing very, very, very good job in this kind of situation, right? Oi, oi. Okay, we have extra shot, we are okay. DPM is doing very good job, obviously gold ammunition is shredding through the enemies, and this is a successful result. 5,500 damage, 1,400 assisting damage, good game. Skill, are you try-harding a bit? Yes, I want to make this tank work, even though I dislike it. It's like you would not enjoy to eat fish. But you know, you are, I don't even know, your grandma made fish, so you need to eat it, you know? Simple as this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see what is the score. Skill, that was an excellent comparison, thank you. And we are back after pretty successful battle, fellas. We have 5,500 damage, 1,400 assisting damage. Once again, I am feeling pretty happy with my performance, what we crafted over there, that's good. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage as well, which is very much appreciated, and we got even a bit of profits, which is absolutely glorious. Let's keep it up, and let's push CS a little bit more. Ooh, definitely not the map which I would enjoy the most, Overlord standard battle, but it doesn't change the fact that we will try to do everything what we physically and possibly can. So first things first, what do we want to do? We want to get somewhere around this area, right? That's what we want to do, fellas. That's what we want to do, and then we will try to slap enemies once or twice or 3 times or 5 times. Depends on what the game will allow for us to do. One more thing that not many people know, whenever you are in the CS turbo mode, you have less camo, right? So whenever you are entering into the position from where, let's say, you want to spot, right? What you want to do? What you want to do, fellas? Oh, yop-tararai, oh, yop-tararai, oh, yop-tararai, oh, yop-tararai. No trash bar. No, let me live, let me live. Ooh, my heart is too weak for this shit. Un-effing believable. Okay, so some other tracker has CVS or some shit. That's why I'm spotted. Ooh. Okay, that was unexpected, fellas. That was unexpected. Whoo! Heartbeat. Tutuksh. Okay, calm down. Everything is fine. Stop crying, kid. You survived. Who survived? I survived. Okay, it's okay. We are fine. Anyways, what I really wanted to highlight is that this vehicle has weaker camo whenever you are in the turbo mode. Okay. Keep this in mind, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Keep this in mind. So whenever, let's say, you are spotting or whenever you are relocating from sector A to sector B or whatever else, right? Keep this in mind that you might get outspotted a bit easier just because of this mode, okay? I think that is very, very, very important thing to highlight. Meanwhile, I am chilling here and I am just waiting until enemies are going to mess up. That's all I am waiting for. Actually, you know what? I do not really like this game. It's very hard for me to figure out how I can get more use over there, okay? This is the thing I am struggling about. How to play this battle to get a lot of use? This is the question, fellas. I do not want to be too aggressive for obvious reasons. I think this would lead us for getting slapped. I really do not want to make a hardcore pressure over there either, because it will lead us to get slapped. I do not really want to make pressure, because once again, that will lead us to get slapped. So we want to be very, very, very smart how we are playing this game and how we are approaching the enemies in this kind of situation. This isn't easy and this is not simple thing, fellas. Plus on top of that, if it is not enough that it is very, very, very difficult for us to get involved in this situation. In the same time, fellas, in the same time, our team is winning this game, so this is very, very, very complicated and very difficult. What we can do in order to be successful here? This is the question. What can we do in order to be successful? I mean, I could push for that grille. You know what? This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm pushing for this grille. I want to at least get somehow closer. Wow, the armor coming in clutch. Beautiful. In this situation, all I want to do, I want to start risking for the biscuit. Since the situation doesn't look excellent for us, we just need to figure out how to play the game in order just to say, I farm. I don't care, I farm. I use my DPM, and even though my armor is not the finest, I am very, very well aware of that, I am still doing something, you know? This is what we are trying to do over there. Meanwhile, I am paranoid today. I am paranoid today, fellas. That's what I can tell you. Absolutely madness. By the way, if you are wondering, am I doing a YouTube video while streaming? No. And those are alerts from streaming. Pretty much whenever there is subscription coming, that means person said, Skill, you beautiful, magnificent mother trucker, I want to have kids with you. This is what that means. So thank you very much for that, fellas. Okay, beautiful, very, very nice. Yeah, I am not feeling relaxed whenever I am playing with this tank. There is plenty of the vehicles with which I am feeling, you know, like one happy, magnificent mother trucker. This is not one of those. With this tank, I am feeling every single time very, very tense whenever I am playing with this tank. And I am trying to focus to the maximum in order to make it work, right? I'm not saying it is a bad tank. I am saying this is what I feel whenever I am playing with this tank. And you tell me, is it a good feeling or is it a bad feeling, you know? Now, we came into position just to farm enemies at this point. This is what we want to do. We want to slap, slap, slap. 140 is dead. Very, very nice. Now all we want to do, we want to hit this Fava before it's too late. Beautiful. And now I would love to hit once more this Minotaur, and hopefully we can eliminate him from the game. Beautiful game. Definitely nothing to complain about considering what kind of situation we had. Skill, please tell me more what kind of situation we had. Well, first of all, I am going to say thank you. For a person who subscribed whenever I am not even streaming. Second of all, or maybe the first of all, I can say that our team was very, very strong, so we needed to be in the point tip of the arrow whenever our team is just going through the enemies. And it happened to be that it worked just fine, and it was a good score. So all in all, fellas, 4,500 damage, 1,300 assisting damage, very good performance, top by experience, top by the damage, and 57,000 profits. One thing what I want to highlight so far, the gun doesn't behave badly by any shape or any form. And as you can see, this is a second game with a CS, and we are playing for solid 5,000 damage and 1,300 assisting damage. Let's keep it up and let's go for one more for a good measure. And we are back. And last but not least, we have Save Heaven Standard Battle. Let's see what we can do. Also quite a hard map for CS63 if you would ask me. It is very, 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 very complicated, and it is extremely difficult to play this, at least in my humble opinion. We are trying to snapshot this guy, it's okay, everything is fine, and let's leave our siege mode or travel mode or however you would call this, right? Let's try to do that. Meanwhile, we have EBR who might try to peek, although Leo first of all said, you know what, I will peek. How about me? I want to be the chosen one. I want to peek and I want to slap you like there is no tomorrow. This is what Leo said. Meanwhile, I'm a bit paranoid about this IS-7, but luckily for us, IS-7 made a decision not to go up. That is completely fine. Meanwhile, we have the Concept playing over there. Concept just fired, that's good. And what that means for us, that means maybe we could try to play over there. Actually, at this point, I do not really want to do that. Why so? It is significantly too difficult and it is significantly too risky, at least in my humble opinion. They might go for a blind shots without bigger problems whatsoever, and as you can see, Concept camo doesn't last, and Concept is taking one for the team. Can we punish this 50B? Sure thing we can. Beautiful shot into the 50B. Very, very nice. And even though we are spotted, we do not really mind this whatsoever. We are feeling kind of alright. Do we want to peek once again? By the way, Concept doesn't enjoy the situation. I can promise you that. This Concept doesn't enjoy this. Meanwhile, he is dead. Yeah, I mean, not the easiest tank to play for beginner, you know? Or I am not calling this gentleman a beginner, but what I'm saying it's very, very hard tank to pull it off. And if you haven't seen the video, whenever we talked about the hardest tanks to play in the tier 10, from the medium tank side and from the heavy tank side, I would recommend to check it out. It was actually quite good, and I enjoyed making it. And from what I've seen, I'm speaking about the comment section down below, people enjoyed to watch it, so that's great. Okay, Mr. Progetto, ooh, definitely not easy shot by any shape or any form. I need to focus here, fellas. I need to punish enemies every single time whenever they are going to do something silly. That's beautiful, very, very nice. Now we have the EBR who is playing here in the mid. I do not really care about the CBR that much, believe me or not. And in the same time, we are relatively safe over there. Right now, EBR might try to sneak like this. And if he will, we are slapping him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm all the time having my eyes on this IS-7, fellas, because this IS-7 can be extremely difficult tank to eliminate whenever he will make some pressure for us, right? So we need to keep this in mind. Meanwhile, beautiful shot. You know what I'm thinking? I am thinking that I could be a bit too rough on the CS63 gun. Because this gun in this kind of situation or in this tryhard session with bounty equipment, it actually treats me pretty well, and I cannot say that it is unplayable pile of kaku, right? Although I had some sessions whenever I simply could not hit a single shot just because gun said that, you know? This is how I feel like about all of this. Okay, how about this, gentlemen? Look, gun is treating us extremely well. Gun is treating us very well. Do I care about this Mr. Ude sitting here? To be completely honest with you, not really. I see the CBR traveling through the middle of the field. But you know what? I do not really think I care about him. Let's go. Let's make pressure like this. And we want to start slapping this Udes who is playing in the open field. Look at the gun handling, fellas. I mean, I know this tank doesn't have the best gun handling in the world of tanks, and that is a fact. But in this situation, this gun is treating me extremely nicely. It truly does. Okay. What we can do now, can we say hello for this Mr. IS-7? Yes, we can. Can I bait the shot? I mean, there is a tiny chance that he is not going to penetrate me, although it is not so simple, to be fair with you. So I would rather wait until the E4 will come here, and until the E4 would eliminate this guy, because he will. Beautiful. After that, we can simply make a hardcore pressure like this, and we can start eliminating remaining of the forces here. And I believe we are going to be pretty successful in this situation, right? Beautiful shot, very nice. Now I might die unless I am going to be super lucky, and in fact I am super lucky. So pretty successful session, but it's try hard, fellas. It's not me relaxing, it's not me being chilled, you know, it's not me telling you the story, it's me trying to figure out how to play the game and pretty much try-harding in the game, especially with a tank which I do not appreciate that much, and I do not love that much, if I can say so. But as you can see, even though I do not enjoy the tank, I still can make it work. Looking into the score, 4,500 damage, 500 assisting damage, or 467 assisting damage, doesn't really matter. We are second by experience, we are first by the damage, and in the same time, we got 76,000 profits as well. Beautiful. And our performance overall, try-harding skill, 3 victories in a row, 9,000 damage, 1,000 assisting damage, beautiful performance overall, and this is how I play whenever I try hard to a certain extent. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the content, and I hope you had a great time together with us, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.